TTRLA, man, we are back with another clip. You know what I mean? Hey, man, say, man, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share to my channel, motherfucker. Like, subscribe, and share to my channel. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. All right, you should be good. All right, we got the YNW Melly murder trial. This is the last day of the trial. These are the defense and the state's closing statements. I really think the defense attorney for YNW Melly did an excellent job. They talked about a lot of key points. They talked about the lack of professionalism from the Marymount, Florida State Police. They talked about how they didn't go and search out evidence, how they went and tried to go get witnesses 4 years, 2 years after the fact. They also discussed about how they use tactics that the FBI don't even use no more in order to determine where a phone was at. They also talked about how the state used the Florida State Police to intimidate the witness. They told them that they was going to lock them up if they didn't assist them with locking YNW Melly murder. With locking Melly up. The defense also touched on how that the Marymount police was jealous that YNW Melly was a young 19-year-old, $16 million millionaire. You feel me? And he also spoke on the illegitimacy of his manager, 100K track. So at the end of the day, I think that the defense attorney for YNW Melly definitely proved reasonable doubt. Is definitely a lot of reasonable doubt in this motherfucking case, man, because I was confused like shit. I'm still confused. I don't even know why Portland was able to lie to the police and still be able to go home and chill, watch the trial, comment on shit, but YNW Melly locked the fuck up. And he had no gun residue on him. So I don't even understand. So they did a good motherfucking job presenting that reasonable doubt. What did the black man say? If you're a reasonable person and you got doubt, motherfucker, there's reasonable doubt, man. My man not guilty, but you know what I'm saying? By reasonable doubt. Fuck is they talking about? The state attorney didn't do their job at all. They dropped the motherfucking ball. They wasn't doing research. They just throwing shit on the wall, hoping to stick, talking about something. He sent a text saying I did that. When you have 7,000 worth of text messages and the Bama spelling that D-A-T. Just one particular time he decided he want to kill somebody, he gonna spell that. Oh, I did that. What? There's somebody setting them up. And it's the Florida State Police. They was looking at how to get away with murder for a minute. And they almost had the nigga, but they fucked up a lot of ways. You know what I mean? So I just hope that the jury, if they is watching these YouTube channels, I hope they come across my motherfucking channel and listen to all my analyzations of this trial. I do believe that YNW Melly did not do it. I do feel like the state of Florida is setting him up to the fullest. Did somebody kill him that has vendetta on him? Yes. Does YNW Melly know who may have did it because of the threat that was made against his life and he's scared to say something? Yes. I do feel like he's an innocent person in this whole situation. I think that they was trying to get him to do some crazy shit, these people that put the hit out on him, and the Florida State Police didn't want to take it as a valuable cause to go after them. So I hope YNW Melly beat this case. I think he's not innocent. I think he is. I think he is innocent. I think he innocent though. You feel me? This defense attorney, he doing this motherfucking thing. I ain't gonna hold you, Slim.
And the last one that we absolutely agree with, and they admit it, the Miramar Police Department lacks the training. Those aren't my words. That was Miss Bradley just an hour ago saying. Not only did Miss Bradley say that, but Sergeant Williams also said they lack the training in one of the worst investigations. That's why I pushed aside their reports. Now, the state produced over 100 exhibits. They're sitting right here on the floor. Miss Bradley made reference to some of them. They're all here. And I put them on this side of the podium because I suggest to you that this is a smoke screen. I suggest to you that this is open for anybody to interpret any way they want. When I say something sarcastic, you don't know if I'm serious or not. I can tell my colleague, I hate your guts, and it could be joking, and I am joking. And that's what this case is, and that's all this evidence is open for interpretation. That's not evidence, proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Now I put on this side of the table really the evidence that means something. There's one other exhibit, but it's on a little USB internet thing. And that is the video leaving the studio, showing the 2 cars and the 8 individuals that left. Sitting on this side of the table is a broken cell phone that Moretti could not tell you whose it was, and the 9807 phone that Melly uses, as other people do too. These are the 2 key pieces of evidence. These are what I suggest you focus in on, because you can take any one of these items, any one of these text messages, any one of these pinging on maps, and you still don't know what was said, what was meant, and more importantly, who said it. I leave my phone, and I'm sure you all, in the house, and my wife picks it up and sends a message. And it looks like it's coming from me. And sometimes she sends messages that I'm kind of shocked about. But you don't know. So let's put the 100+ exhibits to the side for a moment. The state called 26 witnesses. I think I counted. And I suggest to you that you should look at 11 witnesses very carefully. And why do I say that? Because when you look at these 11 witnesses, you will find out that there's a conflict in the testimony, that there is a lack of testimony, and the third way is from the testimony itself. The first one that I would like to talk about well, before I talk about the first witness, I want you to remember one thing. On October 26th, that day of the shooting, we learned immediately that that Jeep was taken to a secure area. And it was searched for over 15 hours by 2 crime scene technicians. And you heard how they pulled out the evidence, some foam, some projectiles, I think a can, everything, and photographed the vehicle. Now, why is that important? Because the vehicle was searched. You okay? Want to take a break? That vehicle was searched again months later. But it didn't stop there. Because about 3 years later, miraculously, even though it was searched for hours by crime scene technicians, Sergeant Williams comes into the scene at the request of the state of Florida, this particular prosecutor right here, and miraculously he finds additional evidence, 2 projectiles and a bloodstain that obviously everyone else missed. That should tell you something about the quality of this investigation. That should give you a clue as to what's going on in this case. What happened was, once they got the surveillance tape of the individuals leaving the studio, They knew that Cortland Henry, Williams, Thomas, and this young man got into the Jeep. It's shown on the video. In the Mitsubishi were Adrian Davis, Patrick DeLoach, Trevon Glass, and I'm missing one other. Withers, Dontavius Withers. And we know that on October 26th, when Moretti saw that surveillance, Cortland Henry identified all of them. And in fact told them that he lives